How's it going, guys? It's late today, Wednesday, March 22nd of the year 2023. Um, yeah, one little taco bite before I retire for the day, and I want to talk about basically the state of democracy and relations between the U.S. and Mexico. We can all agree that ever since, well, before, but definitely in the last 100 years, um, the United States has dealt very forcefully and with a bit of impunity with actors that were contrary to the interests of United States business within the Western Hemisphere. The Monroe Doctrine is in full effect. And also, part of this is to find the operatives, the hosts, popular or not so popular politicians within these countries that are the interlocutors, basically the go-betweens between the United States Department of State specifically, or CIA, or what have you, whether it's the deep state or the formal state, and these countries. So people in these countries that don't have the interests of heart of the citizens of these other Latin American countries or African countries or Eastern European countries basically sell them out to the United States. Um, Panamanian independence from Colombia was basically done to sell out Panama and Colombia basically to the United States to build the canal. Uh, the regime in Peru was trying to, which overthrew the populistic president, uh, first of a few, I guess, who was of Native American Quechua descendants. Basically, they overthrew that guy, and now a pro American access to lithium um, president is there in Peru. Okay, let's say in Mexico, you've had Felipe Calderon, who was the president between 2006 and 2012, and Hillary Clinton was there, um, the operative who owned that relationship. And of course, we don't know what, but it's going to come to light how many weapons and how went south and how many drugs went north because of this. Um, Mexico also, Felipe Calderon also interrupted the construction of a refinery, which was very good for the petrodollar, the dollar that you and I transact in, um, is inflated by the inflated demand for its use in trading oil. So, yeah. But right now, things are a bit different. We talk about Vulcan Materials. Vulcan Materials operates a mine in Yucatan, south of Tulum, and a port. They operate a mine and a port. What they don't do is they don't follow Mexican law, and Mexican law prevents them from using the type of methods, right, that they use to extract these building material stones from this soil south of the Yucatan because of the fracking that they do. Well, it turns out that President Lopez Obrador revoked their concession. And there's been a bunch of protests. I just saw my senator, Bill Haggerty, bring this up on C-SPAN today. A U.S. owned port, not U.S. owned port. Worried about Chinese people getting involved in the Maya train. Okay, well, yeah, they're um, Mexico's is importing sensitive locomotive technologies from the Chinese. Okay, well, let me stop with that. But more seriously, what Mexico is not allowing Vulcan to no longer do, not allowing them to do, is to basically flout their environmental laws and frack the very environmentally sensitive areas with underwater rivers and caves, as the pseudo environmentalists have let us know is prominent in this peninsula. So they can't dig the same stone that exists in Florida because of those rules, but they figure they can violate Mexican rules. Well, no, they cannot. And they got their ass handed to them. Now they want the U.S. diplomatic help for it. Well, nope, not going to work. It's not going to work because the president has the people's back. The people have the president's back. The army has the president's and the people's back, and the people have the army's back. It's a difficult situation now because now that there's Mexican democracy and social democracy, um, the people are addicted to this. The Mexicans are addicted to their government being responsive to their needs and responsive to their interests. And it's not going to be easy to change that dynamic because the U.S. put some of their trusted partners in jail that were prominent during when Hillary Clinton owned the relationship. So, yeah. And the folks that want to hand over and sell out the Mexican people, well, they count on the INE to fix elections for them. More on that later, but it's time to take Mexico a little more seriously with respect to what is going on and how we can influence the government to act against the interests of their own people. This is a friend Tinoco offering you a little taco bite before you go to bed, and wishing all of you a long, happy, and prosperous life. Hasta luego.